You never know what doors are hidden behind other ones, right? So many times we think we can predict the future, or we can predict how something's going to play out, how something's going to go, or where an opportunity is going to come from, when that's just not true, right? You have to take things step by step, which is why they say take it step by step. Because when you take it step by step, you realize that there's just certain doors you will never see, right? Because it's not for you to see until it's time for you to walk through them. So y'all have to be kind of, y'all not even kind of, y'all have to show not only yourself grace, but the people around you grace as well, right? Because a blessing usually comes through a person, right? It doesn't just come through thin fucking air, just land in your lap. It usually comes from another person giving you that blessing or throwing that blessing in your direction. And so when you're conscious of you don't know how or where this door may unlock, but it's going to unlock, you're going to pay more attention to the things around you. You're going to start paying more attention to, am I treating this person right? Because the same person you're not treating right may be the same person that's there to help you, but you're just not treating them right. Or you're not seeing the situation for what it is because you're looking at the immediate door instead of what could be behind that door once that door gets open. Because there's always another door. You don't just walk into a door and it's done. It just stops, right? Once you walk through that door, you're going to walk and eventually end up in front of another door, right? Oh, I tried to break his camera. I swear to God, I did. Like, I know with me, there's been times where I've reached out to people, right? Wanting to work with them, wanting to plan something. And it just wasn't falling through. It just seemed like they just didn't want anything to do with me or my brand, right? For those same exact people to turn around and offer me a position, offer me an idea, offer me a shoot, and for it to be paid, right? So an instance where I thought I was going to have to do something and I wasn't going to get paid for it, I was just trying to build, they doubled back and was like, nah, we want you to still do it, but we're going to pay you for it too, right? Like I said, you never know what door is behind other doors. The process of you just putting one step forward, putting your best foot forward is enough to open the door, right? Sometimes we think like, oh, I hit this person up, we did this or whatever the case may be, and nothing happened immediately after. Sometimes all you have to do is plant the seed. And then by you planting that seed, that person was going to open the door to another seed, right? Y'all really have to start looking at your path as like a sequence of events. This isn't the end all be all, because if this was it, I wouldn't be here right now. So there's something else here. There's something else. There's another door that is yet to be unlocked, and we just don't know what it is yet. So you need to walk down that path. Don't be scared. Don't be all frantic and, you know, second guessing yourself, because that only slows you down in hindsight. When you start second guessing yourself and questioning whether the things that you're doing is right or you're going down the right path, it only slows you down tenfold. Where's this kid at? No, you fucking retard. Jeez. Let me get back in the zone. See, I'm through off now. But yeah, that doors upon doors. Like, I remember when I was shooting the Leimert Park Juneteenth festival, right? It was about like a year or so ago, right? And I believe another one's about to come up. They didn't have one this year, so I didn't shoot nothing this year, but next year for sure. But I remember it was my very first time, you know, shooting at this festival, wherever the case may be. And I really wanted to take pictures there, right? I saw that they were going to have some headliners like Wale, Kalen for real, etc. Some well-known, you know, musicians slash artists in the West Coast area, West Coast scheme. And I noticed that one of the people who always, you know, would post about the event was following my account. So I decided to reach out to not only the event, but the person who was following me, who was posting it. Like, yo, you know, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get, you know, footage for X, Y, and Z. I'm trying to use it for, for my grandfather, so I could do like some documentary pieces at the time. It's like, can I,
Big cuck vibes.
I was like, can I get a media pass? I didn't get no response, right? They just sent me a link to the form. So I'm like, okay, dang, if I'm going to have to go through, the whole survey and do the whole Google Docs form, what's the chances of me actually getting into this event? Because I don't have any past credit. They're asking for publications. I don't have a publication. I am the publication, right? I don't really have this hella big portfolio. They might not give it to me, right? Like a little bit of life happens, and when this is all within like a week's time period, right? Some BS happens. Not gonna get into detail on that just yet. And then on my way to the event, because I was taking my sister's, something tells me to check my email. I go inside the email, and it immediately says right then and there, here's your ticket, whatever you need it to be. You need to be there at 2 p.m. to come get your media pass and your pit press thing, whatever the case may be. And it's already like 4. So I'm already late. I'm like, damn, I didn't see it. Like they're probably done giving them out or whatever the case may be. Dang, but let me just see. I went, right? So I get to the door and I'm like, hey, I need to get my media pass. Lady's like, wait, did I? Okay, no, it's all good. I wonder what that sound was. But the lady was like, nah, you're 2 hours late. The thing says you need to be here at 2. It's 4, almost 5. And I was like, yeah, I know. My apologies. She was like, who are you here with? And I was like, the Watts Prophets. I basically said I'm here with my family. And she didn't say nothing else after that. She was like, here, this lady's gonna take you over here to go get your pass or whatever the case may be, blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, cool. Like I was like, interesting. Like I didn't know, because like what I was saying in some previous videos, I'm still learning that true weight of what my grandfather has done all these years, because like I said, I came late. I was very young. I didn't see a lot of it. I was ignorant to it, in other words. So I go, I get the pass, whatever the case may be, and now I'm in the pit, right? I'm like, dang, I made it here. This feels crazy. I've been in the pit other times before, like once or twice, but it just wasn't something I felt like I did solely by myself, right? This time I felt like I put my foot forward out, I shot the shot, and I hit. I felt like I truly did something else for me, right? So then I start taking the pictures, yeah. And I get these fire pictures of Kaylin, right? Kaylin for real. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. I go ahead and I make the video too. I'm like, while I'm here, if I'm in the pit, I just kind of just want to build this portfolio up real quick. Let me go ahead and get these shots, right? I do it. Next thing you know, I get the pictures, and remind you, I've been posting pictures for a little second now. So I'm like, okay, I want to get these pictures to him. I want these pictures to get directly to Kaylin, right? Because I don't want to just have these pictures and have all this content and it isn't being placed. Yo, what's good, Daisy? I'm filming some YouTube videos. Gotta spare me. But yeah. So I didn't want to have all this content and it not get placed. That's a part of the marketing is, yeah, we got the pictures, we got the videos, but now what do I do with it? How do I, get this to do something and benefit my brand and longevity while also helping them? So I go on Instagram and I look up his page, Kaylin for real. His page, you can't tag him because, a lot of celebrities do that usually.
I'm not even cheating, bro. What you talking about?
Oh, wow. So, yeah, a lot of celebrities have that where you can't tag people. So I'm like, okay, let me do a little bit of research. I look in his bio and I see that he has his manager's tag inside of his bio, right? So I'm like, interesting. I go to his manager's profile. I tap in. I send over the pictures, right, that I posted. And the video that I had on my page, I believe. and just sent it to him. I texted him. I was like, "Hey, I got some content. It's of your artist because I know that's his manager. So they need that type of stuff to give to the artist. So I'm like, hey, you can have this. This is of your artist. Do what you need, whatever the case may be." He hit me back immediately, like, "Hey, bro, this is dope. Whatever the case may be. Here's my email. I want to post it, whatever the case may be." I'm like, "Oh wow, dope." I say about 20, 30 minutes later, I see on my phone, Kalen for real mentioned you in his story. They took the video, they took the content that I made and posted it, gave me the credits, tagged me, all the other type of cool stuff, right? And it was like, oh shiznick, right? Because I didn't know that that door was going to be behind another door, right? And then same thing with Quest, because the dude that I reached out to was the dude who throws that festival, right? Um, Later on down the line, well, I'm still working with him actually. He's inviting me out to different type of events, different little social gatherings, and we're working together, planning different projects out. It's honestly a very wholesome interaction, and it's building into eventually a very solid partnership. But if I didn't understand that doors get open from other doors, I wouldn't have been at this place that I'm at, right? If I was looking for a business partner first before I was looking to just simply, strengthen my creativity, I probably wouldn't have been in the radar of the people necessary to be partners with, right? I needed something to get me through that door. So, you have to ultimately like read your cards in a way, play the best hand, figure out where am I at, what is more than likely to get me into a room. And also, what I want to also give to you guys too, the key to unlocking doors is being valuable, right? You have to be able to offer some type of value to the overall equation. And if you're somewhere where your value isn't seen or appreciated, go where it is, right? Sometimes we be like, oh, well, this is what I'm good at. This is how I get value. And then we go try to pitch it or bring it into a certain room or door, and it doesn't get validated. And then it makes us think that we aren't as valuable. However, if you were to take those same characteristics and that same set of values to a different room, to somebody who did see you as valuable, you would be validated beyond your belief, because it's all based upon that end goal of perception. If somebody doesn't view you as valuable, the chances of them wanting you around them isn't going to be that high. But if they see you as somebody who's valuable, whether that's in good energy, wisdom, information, whatever they see value in, then that's what's going to be the pulling factor to keep you around. But if you're just dead weight, a lot of times it's not going to